Well, this is what 250 1-ounce silver forum bars looks like. It's beautiful, it's amazing, and it's a relief to be able to say finally that we've finished production of them and they are ready to go. So today's video is all about these 1-ounce bars, what they're about, and how you can get hold of some of them for your collection. Everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and welcome to a sea of 1-ounce silver bars. We've got 250 of the 1-ounce silver forum bars, the annual release that we do for the silver forum, and this is the 7th year now doing it. It's really great to see them all finished. It's been a bit of a long haul this last couple of weeks and months, especially with a bit of a delay from my hospital visit, but we are now done and they are released. There is a link in the description box below to the silver forum where you can find out all of the information about these bars. I'm going to regurgitate a little bit of that information here in this video, but if you want to get involved, help support the forum, help support our poured silver business and brand, then all of that information is linked down below. And the whole point of making these bars is to help support and promote the forum. The forum is the best precious metals community, I think, out there, with the exception if you find wonderful people here on YouTube. It's a different kind of community though. As a forum, it's got just multitudes of knowledge and experience and incredible insights on new, old, world bullion, old coins, anything and everything precious metal. It is absolutely fantastic, and it's got an incredibly buoyant trade section as well, where I do an awful lot of business buying and selling. It's fantastic. And these silver forum bars are essentially the merchandise of the silver forum. And it's really quite nice to think that the silver forum, as much as it's grown in the last 7 years of me making these bars, has continued to help and support our brand as well. There are a lot of examples of Facebook groups or, just basically social media groups that go off and make their own coins. And that's really exciting and good, but it's also quite a big task to do. And you have to often have thousands of them to make them even worthwhile. So for the fact that the forum hasn't really gone down that, and they're still encouraging my silver pouring and plenty of others out there to create products and to have their own products made out of poured silver, I think is really, really good, and it sets them apart from a lot of others. So the forum is a great place. It's an incredible community, and I really, really hope it continues to thrive over the course of the coming years. They've just hit a really great milestone of 20,000 members. It's grown a lot in the last couple of months and year, with a big push from the owner of the forum to help promote it. And that's what these bars also help do as well. So some of the proceeds of the sales of these bars goes directly to the silver forum, and it helps with their marketing budgets, their running budgets, and just everything to keep the forum as we like it. Now, one of the sort of small criticisms of the forum can be that it is a bit of a paid system. Well, yes, there is a paid element to the forum, but that, in my opinion, is just completely gained back in the value that you get from the trade section. And that's one of the reasons why I will always recommend the forum to anybody out there that wants to buy or sell precious metals in a sort of second-hand market environment. It's just fantastic. For the small cost of about, I think it's £7 a month, £6, £7 a month, something like that, you can save literally hundreds of pounds in just one purchase on gold or silver. It's fantastic. And also with the paid memberships, there are some discounts available on these bars. So pricing wise, all of that information is going to be down in the link in the description on the forum, and there are paid membership levels which get you discounts for these bars. It's generally worthwhile getting those paid memberships if you're going to buy some of these bars, because those discounts do add up. Basically gives you free membership for a couple of months, which I think is great. So definitely worth thinking about and checking out. But even if you're not on the silver forum and you just want to support everything that we do here as a Backyard Bullion sort of poured silver producer, then that's absolutely fine too. Some people, a lot of people actually, every year will buy these bars. We don't tend to make a vast majority of large quantity anymore of silver. We've grown as a business to diversify into lots of various other different things, and YouTube continues to grow for us. We just don't have the time to sit there and make hundreds and hundreds of pieces of poured silver. So the bits that we do make each year are going to be these larger bits of projects, but there'll be more on that kind of an update later on in this year when I've been building up to a sort of an announcement later in the year where I'll be talking about the future of backyard bullion, hand-poured silver, and where things are going to go. But I can guarantee right now that things like this project are always going to be there as long as they are welcome from places like the Silver Forum. Another thing that sets us, I think, apart out from a vast majority of others is that we really do hallmark everything. When I say that, where the only exception of that is the 1 gram silver pieces, which are far too expensive to hallmark and also are not legally required to be hallmarked because they're under the weight thresholds. But everything else we hallmark. And so those little marks you see under the 2023 line is the hallmark, and that's the guarantee of purity for these bars. There is no better guarantee out there than a hallmark from a UK assay office. It is a 100% guarantee that it's silver, and also it guarantees that it's made by me in the year that I say. We serialize each and every one of these pieces too, so really, really great. Now, if you are interested in getting some, here is a little summary of how to do so. So every year we have these serialized, and the serial numbers are pre-reserved for people who bought them last year. Now you might think, oh no, that means that everyone's going to take up their numbers and there's not going to be any for sale. Well, every year there are people who choose either not to, or they can't, or they just don't remember, and they're not on the forum, for example, anymore, and they just don't pick up their numbers. So what I will be doing is for the next couple of weeks, we will be having a pre-order, pre-sale period. So that will be an opportunity for people who've got, let's just pick up one at random. Let's say you've got serial number 155 and you want to buy number 155 for this year. You've got a few weeks to get in touch and secure your order. It's guaranteed for you if you want it. You have first right of refusal. After that period, I can't guarantee it because I'll be opening it up to everyone else. And for everyone else who might want one, who is not in current possession of a previous year's bar, then you just put your name on the waiting list, and that will go like, well, it will go quick when the waiting list opens up finally for people who haven't got in touch or don't want to pick up their bars. There will be a lot, and there's a good chance that we'll have to run a bit of a ballot for, if we have 50 bars spare, for example, but we have 60 people on the ballot, then we might have to, of course, draw names out of a hat to see if you get one. It's not ideal, but that's the way we do it. 250 is the mintage. We don't like to increase the mintage. We have increased mintages on some of the other ones, but 250 has been the mintage on these 1 ounce pieces the whole way through. So these are pretty cool as that low mintage, and that's one of the appeals to them. And that mintage is fixed. It's not going to change for the rest of the year. If you want to get some of our products, but these are, you miss out on them, for example, there will be others. So we are currently working on the 100 gram versions of these bars, which are, in my opinion, the absolute best of my range for the forum. They're beautiful in terms of weight and size and heft and how they feel. We're also working on the 3 ounce rounds, which are actually really good as well. I really love the 3 ounce rounds. And the 5 ounce hammered rounds, they're fantastic too. And we've got some 1 ounce hammered rounds too. So lots to come later in the year. So if you do miss out on these, it's not the end of the world. There will be others. And also you'll find that this time of the year there'll be some people who will be looking to sell some of their previous year's bars, and new people can pick up previous mintages. And if you buy a 2022 bar, you get the guarantee for 2023 before the release period is over. I hope that all makes sense. Anyway, look, there's too much to kind of digest to, or divest to you, I should say. There's a link in the description. That's where everything is. That's the best place to go and have a look at all of the information that I've disseminated, and you can then get in touch and secure your bar if you've already got one, or put your name on the waiting list. And then in time, if there are any left over, they'll be published on our website. But as has been in the last 4 years or so, none of that has ever made it to the website. It's just sold out in the pre-order period and the waiting list period. These will go. They're very, very popular. So that's it from us again. Big thank you once again to the Silver Forum, in particular to the owner of the Silver Forum, Chris Silver, who I'm not before. Every year people keep calling me Chris and in messages and everything. I'm not Chris. I don't own the forum. Anyway, thank you to Chris for his continued support of our brand, and long may it reign. With 7 years in, and a 10-year anniversary of these bars would be pretty cool to get to in a few years' time. And a big thank you to everyone on the forum who supports what we do and our brand as well. I know a few of you have been asking, getting in touch, saying, are we doing them? When are we doing them? Can you pre-reserve? Well, this video serves as evidence that yes, we can. And I just wanted to have a bit of a change of way that we release things. from the very first couple of years where we took pre-orders and then made them and then had them come out maybe 3-4 months later. They're all done. They're ready to go. Payment, immediate shipping, off they go. You'll have them tomorrow if you buy them now. So yeah, there we go. A big thank you once again to my ramblers here on YouTube as well, who watch to the back end of videos. Thank you to all of the support you give, whether you buy our poured silver or just you watch to the end. That actually makes more difference than you would even know. So thank you. That's it from me. We'll see you on the next video. As always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.